We are live with another one. Okay. Welcome to the channel. This is OE MMA TV. I'm your host, OE. Like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media, guys. And like I always say, this is your channel. The only channel where the fans come first, not last. All right, guys. Haven't been on. Okay. I've been waiting for this card that is headlined by Dominic Reyes versus Carlos Ulberg. Okay, it happens tomorrow. I did get my UFC fight predictions early. I believe maybe it was on Sunday or Monday morning when I gave my UFC fight predictions, one of the early ones. Okay. Hello. Oh my God. Yes, finally made it. How you doing, Remy? Welcome back to your chat. Welcome back to your channel. Topic of discussion, guys. There hasn't really been any UFC lately. Okay, we do have an event this Saturday headlined by Dominic Reyes and Carlos Ulberg. I did give my UFC fight prediction for that. As I said, as it stands right now, I am 206 wins and 139 losses. That's 206 wins and 139 losses for my UFC fight predictions for 2025. We're going to keep moving, guys. We're going to keep getting these dubs, okay? But the real topic of discussion today is Conor McGregor, guys. Conor McGregor and this White House card and the cost, okay, the cost of having Conor McGregor on this card. Apparently, Conor McGregor wants to get paid $100 million to headline this White House card, okay? And I have a problem with that, okay, guys? I have a problem with that $100 million bid, okay? And the reason why I have a problem with it is because, guys, now I understand the rumors are that the UFC did give, or not give, okay, but they did say that they were willing to give Jon Jones $30 million to fight Tom Aspinall. Okay, $30 million to fight Tom Aspinall. $30 million to fight Tom Aspinall. Guys, Conor McGregor is coming to fight nobody higher than Michael Chandler. Okay, I guarantee it. All right, it's either Michael Chandler or Nate Diaz. Okay, and those guys are not young. Okay, look at Michael Chandler's record. I mean, the guy is taking L's after L's after L's, guys. His last win was Tony Ferguson, guys. A dead body of Tony Ferguson. You know how much it hurts for me to say that? To say such a thing? Okay? But back at the topic at hand, guys. Those are the only two opponents that Conor McGregor is going to fight. And that's a reality. Okay, they're not young, champions. Okay? So for Jon Jones to have to fight a young champion who arguably hasn't even gotten out of the first round because he keeps knocking out people in Tom Aspinall. Okay? But here we got Jon Jones, who's, guys, I understand he's still winning. I understand he hasn't lost. I understand he beat Ciryl Gane in seconds. I understand that. But the reality is Jon Jones is way past his prime. Yes, he's still winning. He's still capable of winning. He's still doing his thing. But guys, he's way past his prime. He has no business fighting a guy like Tom Aspinall. I'm just being real. All right, that is the brass tacks right now. Okay? So for the UFC to have such a, an issue with giving Jon Jones $30 million to fight Tom Aspinall, that shouldn't even be a question, in my opinion. That shouldn't even be a question. When Conor McGregor is over here asking for $100 million to headline the White House card, and his only opponent is two dead bodies. I don't mean to say Nate Diaz is a dead body. I won't say that. Okay, but he's definitely way past his prime. And Michael Chandler is a dead body walking around in cemetery holding on to Brian Ortega. Okay? Literally holding on to each other, because those are two dead bodies right there, guys. Okay? Let me read. Migo says, hi, how you doing, man? How you doing, David? Hopefully you're having a good one. Blesses to you. Blesses to you. Way past his prime. Yep, he is. He is. Mustard. Welcome back to your channel. Welcome back to your chat, Mustard. I mean, I'm down watching Jon Jones get slapped. Look, Mustard. I understand what you're saying, guys. Okay? I understand what you're saying, but guys, I'm just being real. There's something wrong here. And I'm trying to put my thumb on it. Because I know for a fact if Conor McGregor stays on his pace where he keeps training, he stays away from the drugs, he stays away from catching cases in bathroom stalls. Okay, if he's able to do all those things, I guarantee the UFC will have no issue. Okay, no issue with giving Conor McGregor $100 million. Mars, how you doing, Mars? Welcome back to your channel. Welcome back to your chat. Excuse me. Topic of discussion, guys, is Conor McGregor, and apparently he's wanting $100 million for this White House card. Will the UFC be, willing to pay $100 million? I mean, in my head, I don't see why they're gonna have any issues with with paying Conor McGregor $100 million. They haven't had any issues paying Conor McGregor in the past. Excuse me. But my issue at hand today is that a lot of fighters are, they're underpaid. We're talking about. There's been numerous fighters that, maybe a week before their fight during training camp, they're actually saying, guys, I'm broke. I have no money in my bank account. If we're having guys like that in the UFC, then why are we having issues, or why are we having no issues with paying Conor McGregor $100 million? It's just a question at hand, guys. Our brother, the beard is getting long. No Diddy. I hear you, Z's. I hear you, Z's. Yes, it's getting long right now because the winter is coming, guys. Okay, the winter is coming. I don't like the cold. So I prepare myself with the best of my capabilities. Mars says they can pay him in coke. Mars coming over here with the low blows. Mustard says, honestly, though, Jones is probably a better challenge than Ciryl Gane. My point exactly, guys. In my opinion, I think Jon Jones should have been paid much more than $30 million. Jon Jones should have been asking for $150 million, in my opinion. The guy is undefeated, never lost in the UFC. I understand his resume is kind of because of all the drugs, that all the failures due to drug tests. But guys, we already argued about this, okay? If 99 or 98% of cyclists, guys in bicycles, okay, are taking multiple drugs just to win a race, but you best believe that there's a high percentage of those fighters that are taking performance-enhancing drugs. I don't give a shit what anybody says, okay? So that's why I kind of don't even care about the failed drug test for Jon Jones, to be honest with you, okay? So in my opinion, the UFC should have paid Jon Jones much more than $30 million. And you know what? Actually, that might be the reason why. That might be the reason why Jon Jones said, you know what? If they're willing to give me $30 million, I wonder what they're truly willing to give me. And now look at Conor McGregor talking about he's going to headline this card versus Michael Chandler, a dead body of Michael Chandler. All right, hasn't even had an impressive win. In guys, try to remember, okay? Z said pay him in coke. Yeah, man, that was funny. Mars is out here hitting whole blows. He said for winter, LOL, you wild. I'm saying it is. Winter time is coming, guys. Winter time is coming. And when the winter time comes, I prepare myself to the best of my capabilities. Why? Because I don't want to freeze my ass, okay? I don't like that cold wind hitting on my face, okay? I like warmth, okay? I like comfortability, all right? Now, Dana needs that money for gambling and gifts for the Nelk boys. Fuck the Nelk boys. Fuck their podcast. Their podcast is garbage, okay? Straight trash, all right? Shit in a trash can lit on fire, okay? Straight trash, okay? That podcast, I'm telling you. They can put 3 brains together and they can't even come up with a good freaking podcast. I'm just being honest, guys. Garbage for real. It's garbage. Guys, it's garbage. Straight trash. Okay? All right, and maybe you're right. Maybe Dana White does need to pay him, to be honest with you, for all the promotion that those guys are doing for the UFC. Those guys don't know shit about the UFC. Those guys don't know anything about mixed martial arts. I love it when I hear them talk because they sound and look like dumbasses. Okay? Pure facts, guys. How cold does it get there, guys? It gets it gets down to the maybe mid 30s. Mid 30s is cold, guys. Yeah, I know it's not like up north weather. Where it might hit 20 degrees. Maybe even 15 degrees, and then all of a sudden it starts snowing. I understand that. You know what I mean? That's the type of weather that I stay away from, actually. Okay, that type of weather kills brain cells. Okay, but guys, going to the topic at hand, I do not think Conor McGregor deserves $100 million. I do not think he deserves it. I'm sorry. Okay, you've been away from the UFC for 5 years. Okay, and Dana White is talking about that he trusts Conor McGregor more than he trusts, John Jones. Which honestly, guys, that doesn't make any sense. How are you going to trust a coked head, okay, mixed martial arts fighter that's catching multiple cases in bathroom stalls? Oh, and let's not forget, guys, he did pull out of his last fight due to a bruised toe. Okay, he does want to say that it was broken, but to me, it didn't look broken. It looked like he just hit himself really, really hard and was bruised. I've gotten those. Okay, I've gotten those, and I had to get up the next morning and work 2 jobs. Okay, with two stub toes. Don't tell me. Okay, don't tell me. All right. For the amount of money that they were paying Conor McGregor could have definitely made the walk. I would have made the fucking walk. Okay? And I'm not even a professional. All right? Mars says, I would love to get in the ring with one of them. You tripping. Mustard says, Jones is a cokehead too, but he just trains more than Conor. Look, guys, I understand that John Jones is most likely, he does drugs as well. He probably did. I mean, he did get caught with coke in his system, so he does, do drugs as well. But what I'm saying is that, I've never seen John Jones, right? I've never seen John Jones before a press conference look like he's just done a line of coke. You know what I mean? Like, I've never saw that in my life. John Jones, he every time I see him in a press conference, he's sharp. He doesn't look drugged up. He looks focused. But when it comes to Conor McGregor, I mean, at almost every press conference, the guy looks coked up. He looks like he's about to catch another case. And yeah, that's my only argument there. Mar says, so kind of the same temperature as here, but winter is ending this side. Is it really? Damn, man. Congratulations for that. Winter is ending over there. That is what's up for you. Winter is just beginning over here. It's going to be a hell of a winter, guys. Z says, dude, what about the John Jones gay theory? I can't unsee it now. Look, Z's. I don't care what another man does. Pure facts, guys. If John Jones likes sleeping with men, okay, honestly, that has nothing to do with me. Okay, I am not even thinking about it. I could care less. I'm not gonna make a whole video, and investigate of how John Jones, is sleeping with other men, and he's going to comedies, he's going to comedy events with other men and saying gay, topics, guys. I don't give a shit what a man does at his spare time. If you like bending over, or if you like bending over another man, that is your decision. Okay, that has nothing to do with me. All right? I care less about what you do in the bedroom. Okay, all I care about is your ability to fight and be a mixed martial arts fighter, because that's what I cover. Okay, and that is it. But when it comes to everything else, I could care less. Okay, I could care less. It's gotten to the point where, guys, look at D. Devlin. Okay, look at D. Devlin. She's still in my DMs. Okay, asking me, to save her, asking for my forgiveness. Okay, because the relationship, guys, it's a bonfire. Okay, me and D. Devlin, we're not talking anymore. She's talking to me, but I'm not talking to her. Okay, all right. So Conor McGregor, please, if you're seeing this video, tell D. Devlin to stay out of my DMs, please, and thank you. It's the drinking too, definitely, Mars. Let me see. Looking back, almost everything is zesty. Yeah, I guess so, Z's. I guess so. He does have some zestiness to him. You know what I mean? Mustard says, as much as I hate it, heavyweight needs to make Tom a star because that division is dry as shit. Mustard, that division is drier than a 98-year-old female that hasn't slept with anybody in over a decade. Okay, that's how dry that heavyweight division is. Okay, the only thing that excites me about that heavyweight division, okay, is Derek Lewis, guys. That's it. That's the only excitement that heavyweight division has. I'm just being honest with you. Tom Aspinall, I don't think he has an ability to be a star, to be real. All right, a lot of people are going to be surprised with the Cyril Gane and Tom Aspinall fight. I'm telling you right now, do not be surprised if Cyril Gane goes in there and surprises everybody and beats Tom Aspinall. I'm telling you right now. Mars says, I'm coming all night, T Wood. Whose comment was that? Who said that? Was it Kobe Covington? I know somebody said that. You know what I mean? Tom needs jury. You crazy. You are crazy. But guys, going back to the topic at hand. All right, going back to the topic at hand. There's so many fighters, man. So many fighters that talk about their inability to pay their bills. You know what I mean? Talking about how, after they pay their managers, their trainers, their gym, after they pay all their things, they're left with basically nothing. They're basically getting paid minimum wage. Okay? If we have fighters like that out there in the UFC who are competing in the UFC to the highest level, why is it so hard to pay those fighters, but yet so easy to pay a fighter like Conor McGregor, who stays away for 5 years and then comes back to a $100 million contract to fight a dead body and Michael Chandler? It just makes no sense to me, guys. If the UFC is willing, if the UFC is willing and able to pay Conor McGregor $100 million, then somewhere in there they have another $100 million to disperse to all the fighters who are struggling. Because we already know, like I said before, there's numerous fighters out there who are struggling and still competing at their highest level. I remember it was Kamaru Usman. Mustard. I knew it was somebody. Let me see. Mars said, and the flights to the events. Exactly. They have to pay for all that, guys. They have to pay for the flights. They have to pay for their hotels. No, actually, I do believe the UFC does hook them up with the hotels, if I'm not mistaken. But they have to pay for their flights. And not only that, they have to pay for their coaches' flights. Ha! Unbelievable. Hassan. How you doing, Hassan? Welcome back to the chat. Welcome back to your channel. Chandler has Dana White privilege, Tony Ferguson quote. He definitely does. Michael Chandler definitely does have Dana White privilege. Guys, there's no other fighter that would have been on a losing streak like Michael Chandler and still in the UFC. Okay, there's guys that were in winning streaks, guys. I know guys that were in 7-fight winning streaks and they got cut by the UFC. How is that possible? All right, don't tell me that Michael Chandler is an exciting fighter. Wait, he's an exciting fighter to get his ass kicked? Because that's the only thing that Michael Chandler does when he gets into the octagon is get his ass kicked. Okay. Mustard says that plus honestly think just having Conor moving around outside the UFC would be good for the brand in general. So letting him go wouldn't be a bad idea. Mustard coming out with some good ideas here. What do you think of the card tomorrow? Look, Mars, I did make my UFC fight predictions for that card, but as I'm looking at this card, I did rate this card 1 to 10. I rated it a 4. Okay, and this could easily be a solid 3. I'm just being honest with you. This card is pure trash. Okay, the UFC is they're just giving us a card because it's September. And we already know September is a down month for the UFC. And here we are with a solid 3.5 card that honestly nobody is going to watch. I'm just being real, guys. Who's going to watch this card? Maybe my dumbass will only be the dumbass to watch this card because I'm going to be here. I'm going to be live tomorrow. I'm going to be here watching this dumbass card. Okay, hoping that the rest of you guys support this community and come to the live tomorrow as well, even though we all know that this card is not even worthy of being watched. I'm just being honest with you, okay? I mean, guys, this shit is trash, okay? Straight trash. Let me see. Mustard says, because whether you like it or not, Conor is like John Cena. You look at John Cena, you think of WWE. You look at McGregor, you think of UFC. Also, by the way, Michael Chandler is 1 loss away from a title shot. That's honestly, that's the way it works for Michael Chandler. Okay, that is the way it worked for Michael Chandler. The more L's, all right, you take, the more privilege, excuse me, you're gonna get in the UFC. That's the way it looks to me. All right, that's the way it looks to me. And when it comes to, when it comes to that whole John Cena, when you look at John Cena, you see WWE. When I look at Conor McGregor, you see UFC. Honestly, guys, it's gotten to the point where when I look at Conor McGregor, I don't look at him as a UFC fighter. I don't even look at him as a mixed martial arts fighter. I'm just being honest with you guys. On contrary, okay, when I look at Conor McGregor, I look at a guy that had all the successes in the world right at the palm of his hands, and then all of a sudden his life started spiraling. I can't even fucking can't even get the fucking word out of my mouth. All right, the guy's life was just going downhill, guys, just going downhill. All right, you can have all the money in the world, but yet your life could be in shambles. All right, so when I look at Conor McGregor, I don't look at him as a mixed martial arts fighter, and I definitely don't look at him as a UFC fighter. I look at him as a guy who reached all the successes and then started making all the mistakes. Okay? Trying to fight old men at bars. All right, catching cases in bathroom stalls. All right, never marrying his baby mama. Never marrying his baby mama, guys. It's shameful. Okay, it's shameful, and that's why D Devlin is in my DMs. Conor McGregor needs to, figure that one out. All right, because she doesn't want to be with him. But yeah, guys, I mean, it's out of control right now. It is out of control. It's IOE is gonna fix that. I don't know how I'm gonna fix it, guys. I really don't know how I'm gonna fix this, to be honest with you. I mean, I wish I can. Okay, I wish I can fix the issues at hand. You know what I mean? I mean, guys, I'm still disgusted. I'm still disgusted at the fact that the UFC is willing and able to pay Conor McGregor $100 million, and I bet you not. Okay, I bet you not. The UFC will pay Conor McGregor what he wants. All right, and there wasn't, and it's not even a question. It's not even a question. It makes me throw up. Okay, it makes me throw up because there's some hidden agendas that we don't even get to see. You know what I mean? We don't even get to see it, man. And in my opinion, I think the UFC, I think the UFC needs to take that $100 million and disperse it to fighters that actually need it. I don't think Conor McGregor needs $100 million. I'm just being real. I think this White House card, excuse me, I think this White House card would be okay without Conor McGregor being on it. If Jon Jones headlines this card against Tom Aspinall at the White House, I guarantee you people will be fucking chopping at the bits. That's a fight that everybody wants to see. Everybody wants to see Jon Jones, the undefeated fighter, take an L, but I guarantee you he's not losing against Tom Aspinall if the UFC does book it. But the UFC is not going to book it. Okay? And now we're stuck with Conor McGregor, a guy who's catching cases in bathroom stalls, doing coke lines, and never marrying his baby mama. Unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable. I swear, if Chandler shows up with a shirt of McGregor holding weights at a press conference, I'll laugh my ass off so hard. Mustard, I just think you gave Michael Chandler an idea. I think Michael Chandler would do it. And honestly, I would do it too. If I'm Michael Chandler at that press conference, I'm wearing that shirt. Okay, I'm definitely wearing that shirt. All right, and I'm showing everybody his Michael size. All right, his Michael size penis. I'm showing everybody. Okay, and on the bottom of that, I'm gonna say, I'm more man than this guy. Okay. Mars says even if Conor comes back, he's gonna lose to anyone in the top 5 of whatever division he comes back to. Mars, I don't think he's going to be fighting anybody in any division, guys. I think Conor McGregor is only coming back for this one-time fight at the White House for a big payday against a fighter who's basically a dead body in Michael Chandler, guys. Okay, he is not coming back to have multiple fights. He only has one more fight on his contract. Okay, contractually, Conor McGregor only has one more fight on his contract, and that's the reason why he's willing to come back for this White House card to get that one last fight out of his contract and so he can do other things. Okay, he's not having multiple fights at the UFC, guaranteed. Not even just the top 5, the top 15 in general. Mustard, I agree with you. I agree with you, Mars, as well. I don't think Conor McGregor has an ability to win a fight against any of those top fighters, especially in the welterweight division or in the lightweight division. He's not even gonna make the lightweight, weight. Conor McGregor right now is probably walking around at 192, 195. Okay, he's a heavy dude right now. All right. Mustard says, I honestly agree with this. Jon Jones Aspinall was a way more hype matchup than Conor versus Chandler Chandler ever was. I wouldn't mind slotting Conor out for Nate Diaz against Chandler or something. I definitely don't want to see Michael Chandler fight Nate Diaz. If Nate Diaz is going to come back to if Nate Diaz is going to come back to an event, especially at the White House, it has to be against Conor McGregor. It has to be. They have to close that door to that trilogy. They have to. They both have wins on each other. It's a sellable fight. They have history with each other. There's a story behind it. And not no fabricated story like the Ultimate Fighter show with Michael Chandler or Conor McGregor, the fight that never happened, the fight that nobody was really waiting for. It's unbelievable, guys. It's unbelievable. You know? The things that go on at the UFC is unbelievable, guys. Guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Okay? Run up these likes, run up these subscriptions, support the community. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. But yeah, guys, I mean, honestly, do you think Conor McGregor deserves that $100 million? Let me know in the chat. I'm praying Sandhagen wins at 320. Ha! Oh gosh, Mars, you're gonna have to pay. You're gonna have to pray twice a day, and most likely sacrifice. All right, you're gonna have to make a sacrifice. All right, for Sandhagen to even get close to beating Merab. I'm just being honest. All right, so get yourself a goat, a chicken, so you can sacrifice it. Pray twice a day. It's gonna take some effort, okay, Mars? Mustard says, fuck. Imagine Conor Diaz 3, but both of them at coaches on Tough. That would have been perfection. I would have definitely watched that show much more than how I watched Michael Chandler and Conor McGregor on The Ultimate Fighter. I would have definitely watched that show if Nate Diaz was on it. I'm just being real. It would have definitely been entertaining. Definitely been entertaining, guys. All right. But let me know in the chat, guys. Let me know in the chat. Do you think Conor McGregor deserves this $100 million? Or do the fighters deserve to get compensated better? Those fighters that are struggling, those fighters that can't pay their bills, even after they get a good fight. Let me know in the chat. Nerd Hagen slander. Guys, I'm just being real, man. I'm being honest, Mars. I'm being honest. I don't see how Corey Sandhagen can win this fight. The only way Corey Sandhagen wins this fight is by surprise, spinning back fist, spinning elbow, and all of a sudden it lands. It's not even that. Merab is just fucking invincible. You see what I'm saying, guys? He really is. Merab is just a machine. The guy is something else, guys. Okay, the guy is literally something else, guys. I'm just being honest. He is something else. Unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable. All right. But yeah, guys, that's a topic at hand. We've been on here for we're a minute away from 30 minutes. So you already know what happens at the 30-minute mark. We're going to talk about whatever it is you want to talk about. It doesn't have to be mixed martial arts related. Rapid fire, guys. If there's any topic you guys want to bring up, let me know. You know what I mean? Let me know. I will be going to a Knicks game. I did want to say that. I will be going to a Knicks game. Knicks are coming into town this year, so I will be going to a Knicks game this year. I'm happy about that. I'm excited about that. I happen to think the Knicks are going to go very much far this year as a team. I mean, last year they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals, and I really think this year with the team that they have and with the changes that they've made, I do think that the Knicks will make it to the finals, guys. Mustard says, I do think the only person who comes even close so far to beating him at this stage in his career is Umar, but even then, Marab dog walked him. Mustard, my point exactly. My point exactly. I already made a whole video on how Marab should be pound for pound king right now, number one. All right, and I give my reasons, and that was one of the reasons why. I mean, if you beat an up and comer who's undefeated, who nobody wants to fight, and you dog walk that guy, I mean, what else you got to do to get your respect? I mean, what else? Mars says he deserves as much he brings in, but I personally don't think someone who wouldn't even be ranked deserves that much. I hear you. I hear you. Mars, that's my point exactly. I don't think Conor McGregor deserves. I don't think the Conor McGregor. I don't think Conor McGregor deserves that type of money, in my opinion. All right, I don't think so. And I understand what you're saying. You know, you deserve what you bring in. I understand that, but I think this White House card is big in itself. I honestly think this White House card is big in itself, and if Conor McGregor was off this card, it's still going to make an amazing card. It's still going to be an amazing event, even without him. I'm just being honest with you guys. I mean, Conor McGregor. Have you seen his sparring videos? His sparring videos are terrible. Okay, Conor McGregor hitting mitts looks terrible. I don't give a shit what nobody says. His footwork terrible. So I could just imagine how he's going to look in a fight in the octagon. And it's been 5 years. It's not going to look that pretty. I can guarantee you that one, guys. Guarantee you that one. But yeah, guys. I mean, for me, in my opinion, when it comes to Sean Shelby, Mick Maynard, I don't like those guys. I don't like Sean Shelby or Mick Maynard. I'm just being honest. All right, Dana. When it comes to Dana White, I respect him. I might not like the guy, but I respect. I respect Dana White because of what he accomplished and what he was able to do for the sport of mixed martial arts. I do understand that. But when it comes to Sean Shelby and Mick Maynard, I don't like those guys. I don't like them at all. I know for a fact they are here, fucking the ring girls. I know that for a fact, guys. Okay, I'm not gonna say that about Dana White, but I mean, guys, there's been multiple rumors about Dana White fucking ring girls. All right, the rumors about Dana White fucking Ronda Rousey. All right, so these guys are all trash. I'm just being honest with you guys, straight trash. Okay, look at what Brandon Schaub says. Brandon Schaub says to Dana White that we're Eskimo brothers. Talking about Ronda Rousey. What does that mean? Come on, guys. We already know what that means. So when it comes to these people in the UFC, I mean, they're just no better than any regular human being in the street. Just straight trash. Okay. Connor B almost falling over the foot movement is cooked. Mustard, my point exactly. That's why I brought it up. It's straight trash. Mars says Connor belongs in the street beast. Retired cokehead versus death sentence. I've smashed a Cuban ring girl in my day. That's what's up, Stan. That is what's up. That is what's up. But yeah, guys, I mean, all these guys in the UFC, all these guys, I don't know what they're doing with this mixed martial arts stuff. I'm just being honest. Hassan says, at Stan, I doubt that, but it's optimistic you believe that. Hassan, that's what's up. But yeah, guys, I'm just being real. I'm just being real. All right. I don't like those guys. I don't like those guys. Same reason why I don't like John Anik. Same reason why I don't like John Anik. Okay. A lot of people like to bring up John Anik. I don't like the guy. He might be, good at what he does. Preferably me, I'd rather not hear him. All right. And I know for a fact he's a cheating bastard. He's not a good husband. I'm just being real. If you're only providing for your family and you calling yourself a great husband, you're trash. Okay. That's just one aspect about being a husband. You're trash. All right. But anyways, guys, that is the topic at hand. Okay, I just wanted to get out here and talk about this a little bit about Conor McGregor coming back to the UFC at the White House card and wanting to get paid $100 million when in reality the UFC needs to pay the other fighters who are dead broke. Okay, dead broke. Somebody says Ariel Helwani or MMA Guru. Ariel Helwani. I don't really watch MMA Guru like that. You know what I mean? I really don't. I know a lot of people do watch MMA Guru. He's a funny guy, fantastic charisma, whatever you want to call it. He has another way of, breaking down things. Ariel Helwani is like basically the standard for independent journalism. So I'll pick Ariel Helwani. You know what I mean? As it stands right now. But MMA Guru, I mean, he's accomplished some great things in this YouTube, space. So congratulations to him as well. You know what I mean? It's all preferences. You know what I mean? It's all preferences. So, but yeah, guys. You know what I mean? That is the topic of discussion today. All right, wanted to get on here and talk about this just for a little bit. All right, I am out of here. I will be live tomorrow. Okay, I'm most likely gonna get live like around, I want to say like around 8:30. All right, I'm most likely gonna put out some information on what time I'll be on, but I'm shooting for 8:30. Okay, I'm shooting for 8:30 tomorrow. Hopefully, everybody on the chat, comes along and supports the community tomorrow. Even though this card is trash, if you guys show up tomorrow, it just shows you guys are true supporters of this community. Honestly, guys. All right. Well, like I always say, guys, this is OE MMA TV. I'm your host, OE. Okay, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it, guys. Okay, thank you for supporting independent MMA media, guys. And like I always say, this is your channel. The only channel where the fans come first, not last. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Until next time, bless.